You know, you probably use it pretty much every single day, but I'm guessing you've never even heard its name. It's this hidden engine, this giant piece of tech behind some of the biggest sites on the entire internet. So today, we're going to decode the technology that powers your favorite apps, and honestly, you might be a little surprised to find out what it is.
So think about it for a second. What could a photo-sharing app like Instagram, a music streaming giant like Spotify, and a web browser like Mozilla possibly have in common? I mean, at first glance, absolutely nothing, right? They all do totally different things. But behind the scenes, they all rely on the exact same incredibly powerful foundation.
And that's it, right there. The answer is Django. It's a high-level Python web framework that, put simply, helps developers build really powerful, secure, and scalable websites, and do it crazy fast. It's the secret sauce, the powerhouse, behind some of the most complex apps out there. Okay, so that brings up the big question. Why Django? I mean, with all the tools out there, what makes the developers at places like Instagram and Spotify go, yep, that's the one we're using? Well, let's break down its winning formula.
It really boils down to these 5 key things. First off, it's built on Python, which is a language developers love because it's so clean and easy to read. Then there's this batteries included philosophy, which basically means it comes packed with features right out of the box. Plus, it's built to handle massive traffic, it takes security super seriously, and it's backed by this huge, really helpful community.
Let's really dig into that batteries included idea, because it's a game changer. Think of it like this. You could build a car from scratch, sourcing every single bolt and wire yourself, or you could get a pre-assembled chassis with the engine and wheels already attached. Django is the second one. For a site like Instagram, this means they don't have to waste time building a user login system or an admin panel from the ground up. Django just gives it to them. The whole point is to get from an idea to a real working product as fast as humanly possible.
So, okay, we get why it's so popular, but how does it actually pull all this off? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the specific tools inside that toolkit that make building these massive websites so much simpler. At its very core, Django keeps things super organized, using what's called the Model View Template Architecture, or MVT. It's just a really smart way to keep things separate. The model is the blueprint for your data. The view is all the brain power. It handles the logic. And the template is what the user actually sees and interacts with. By keeping these 3 things separate, your project stays clean and manageable, even when it gets huge.
And here is one of my favorite parts, one of its most powerful features, the Object Relational Mapper, or ORM. Now, this sounds complicated, but it's not. All it means is that developers can talk to the database using simple Python code they already know, instead of writing complex database queries in a language like SQL. It's a massive time saver. It makes handling all that data, all the photos, user profiles, comments, so much more natural. But the time savers just keep on coming. Django literally creates a secure admin panel for you automatically so you can manage your site's content from day one. It's got powerful systems for handling things like sign-up forms, and its URL routing helps create clean, pretty web addresses instead of those long, ugly, confusing ones. It even has a whole testing framework built right in to help you catch bugs. Now, a really common question is, how is this different from Flask? That's another big Python framework. And here's the best way to think about it. Django gives you the deluxe all-inclusive toolkit. Flask, on the other hand, gives you a really high-quality but empty toolbox and says, go pick out every single tool you want yourself. So Django is awesome for big projects where you need all that stuff ready to go, while Flask is great for smaller things where you want total freedom to choose every little piece. Okay, all this might sound a little intimidating, but one of Django's biggest strengths is how fast you can actually get going. So what does it really take to get from nothing to a running web server? You're going to be surprised at how simple it is. Seriously, getting started is just a few commands you type. First, you install it. Easy. Then you run a command that builds the entire basic project structure for you. With one more command, you have a development server running live on your machine. And finally, you create your first app, which is just what Django calls a feature of your site, like a blog or a photo gallery. It's just a really clear and straightforward process. And what happens when you run that run server command? Boom. Just like that, you have a working development server running right there on your computer. With just those few lines, you've got a live, functioning foundation to build your entire website on. That is the magic of a framework that's built for speed. So, we've seen that Django's greatest strength is that batteries included toolkit, giving you everything you could possibly need, right from the start. But that leaves us with one final, interesting question to chew on. When is it actually better to start with that empty toolbox? When is having fewer batteries the smarter choice?
It's something to think about as you dive deeper into the world of web development. Thanks for tuning in.